Hey guys, welcome back to Intellectual Depth. I'm Layla.
And I'm Fauzia, and this is about finding your ID. Hey guys, we are so excited to have you back
We're
on
always
another
excited.
on another episode. I hope you guys are taking care of your mental state, staying blessed, and eating healthy.
Hey guys, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing amazing and having a great day.
Yeah. So what's today's topic?
Today's topic is one of my favorite topics.
Mm-hmm.
Well, today's episode is mainly about getting closure and taking control of loose ends.
Wow, that's a bit deep.
Yeah, I think it's a sensitive topic.
It's very deep.
Not everybody understands why we should get closure. Like some people really think getting closure is like you're like picking at old wounds.
What is closure in general, and what is loose ends? Because people like closure, loose end. What is she saying?
Okay.
Like just make it clear.
Closure is just closure. Like you've sealed the
Like
deal.
for example, like
you have
in
sealed
a relationship when things don't go right, you close everything. You go back.
You've
what
sealed
happened?
the package.
Mm-hmm.
You have sent it out. It's just gone. It's
You
not
packed
with you.
it and closed it.
Yeah, you've sealed the deal.
Uh-huh.
You have tightened the suture. Nothing is coming out. Like literally,
all those feelings and emotions.
It's literally perfectly sealed.
Oh wow!
I feel closure is so important.
Mm-hmm.
It's very. I think it's a mature act. It's immature to not get closure. It's like fearfully not knowing what the other person is thinking, and it keeps you imprisoned to that
assumption
other person's what's going on in their head or what their emotions are.
Mm-hmm.
Closure is very important, and to get it is sometimes hard because you do not know how to get it.
Yeah,
you do not know how to get it. But loose ends are worse because I personally believe loose ends gives you loosey beginnings.
Yeah, you started loose. You're gonna
end up loose and go into another loose situation.
I think one thing about loose ends, you feel like they might come back.
Okay, you're giving that space.
The space. Maybe they need to think. Are they sure? Because you know how some people take people for granted. They're like, okay, this person is gone. I think I deserve this person. Oh,
you don't want to be realistic. Like you don't want it to be a reality.
It's like the idea of the person might come back. Let me not just
let me not shut the door.
Let me just keep my hopes down.
But what does it mean to you, closure?
Oh my god, closure! It's something deep because it's painful getting to know this person, and now it's like the relationship is not there. You have to end it.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's like reality, right?
It's like hardcore reality.
You have to face you down. Like it's like taking the bull by the horns.
Yeah, it's like.
Okay.
And that's it. It's knitted, and it's actually it's peaceful. I love it. With loose ends, sometimes you just don't have the energy.
Mm-hmm.
The people just giving you signs. They keep ghosting you, and you're like keep going to get closure because you need two people to
to get it closed.
Let's close the agreement. Because let's say now you're messaging the person, you're trying to communicate. The person is not engaging. What do you do at that point?
I feel like even if the person doesn't owe it to get closure, I owe it to myself because I take closure very it's like a sensitive thing to me, and I feel I deserve closure. Mm-hmm. My heart deserves to know that I've sealed the deal with you, and you're personally an ex now.
Yeah,
because there's nothing coming back to it, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like even the person does not respond, does not whatever. Mm-hmm. I want to know from my part, I have sealed the deal.
I actually it's fair enough, but sometimes what went wrong? What happened? But at some point, I'm like, I just don't.
You just get tired.
I cannot. And I love to write, so I'll be like, okay, I forgive myself for letting this person treat me, for giving them that energy to treat me the way they did.
Mm-hmm.
I forgive you for even letting my feelings, get that.
So you're telling yourself this, and the other person has no idea.
He has no idea.
Okay,
but I forgive myself for even engaging into. You know how you
weren't worth my time.
Yeah, you were not worth it. I deserve better. But there are some people. Mm-hmm. The closure needs to be like, what kind of closure do you do? Is it in person, by text, or?
I think the best closure. It depends on the relationship. To be honest, it truly depends on the relationship. But I think the best type of closure is depending on you,
the person,
and the relationship. But what would lead you to not try to fight for it or not try to actually get the closure? What would make you feel
I think it was their attitude.
Mm-hmm. Like, so like I said, the relationship.
Yeah, the relationship, like their attitude, how they talked, how they're responsive. And I try to see, okay,
or if they're mature enough.
Are they even matured enough for us to have this conversation? Because I don't want to add another toxic thoughts to my mind. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just get at peace with myself. Okay. This person, this is who they are. They're not going to change. I better try to find my change from within. Let me influence myself. I know it might sound crazy, but it's so healing. Take a blank sheet of paper and just write, dear this, I forgive myself for allowing you to hurt me this way. I forgive myself for, for letting you talk to me this way. And it's just the moment I write everything down, I know they're never gonna change.
You're feeling better about.
Yeah, there's no me for just to be chasing that kind of person, this kind of feeling and this kind of relationship. I just move forward. If it really matters to them, that's why loose ends are there. But actually, sometimes it's better.
I feel like the moment you try, like, just don't push it. If you try your best from your part and they're not, like, willing to engage or cooperate, just do your thing and, live your life. It's loose ends from his end.
Yeah, so you've never, like, been in a loose end.
I don't do loose ends because I don't want loosey beginnings.
Yeah, like, let me just,
Because loose ends, they just don't sit right with me. I feel like there's space in my heart for loose ends.
Yeah.
So if I don't complete something, it's like an incomplete situation.
Yeah.
And
it's like a situationship.
Exactly. I'd rather know that I have just you're eliminated on the face of earth. You do not exist.
Oh wow.
Then know that you're Lucy and you're like gonna fall out of anywhere.
You might come out of the bloom.
I love closure, and I love not only with relationship, guys. I love closure with everything.
Family, neighbors, co-workers.
Let me know, like, am I getting that cake exactly how spongy I want it from that restaurant, or is it just gonna be like a loosey, watery disappointment? Like, I love closure with things because I like honesty and clarity. So that gives me a clear perspective of whatever I want. Yeah,
I love your perspective, but what I notice one thing about life: people are different.
Exactly,
and
true.
Everyone's story is different.
True, and experience.
And experience also. So I just try to see, okay, I don't know what this person are going through in their life at their point of their life, and if they're not willing to let me in, they choose not to talk because something could happen, a tragedy, maybe they lost a loved one, or maybe they even hate how someone speaks, or they don't want to see you. It's okay. It's okay. It's not, and they don't even know how to tell you, I don't like you, I don't like the way you talk. They're like, okay, you know what, maybe I would just ignore them. They would see the signs, they would see the flags, the red flags, and they would try to back down. And I think honestly it's sometimes not fair on a person. But if that person is choosing to use that communication skill of, letting people, air people, ghost them, the loss is on you. You've lost a great person, by not trying to
work things
out. Be honest
with
the process. And there's no harm. Just tell them, okay, fine. But some people are very stubborn.
I think it's just fear. They're like scared of what could happen. Because it's so, I don't know how this feeling goes, but I feel like it's so maybe hard for them to know that they're never going to be part of your life.
Yeah.
If you do get closure, they're like, I better know that they're there and they're part of my life. The idea
of you being in
I don't know what we are. Are we exes or are we friends?
Yeah.
Or are we still dating? Like, they don't know what is happening. I rather not know. It's like the unknown.
Yeah.
Than actually know the truth.
This person is out of my life.
Is out of my life and is not going to be with me forever. Like, that is super scary for them to dive into that. But personally, I feel there are some closures that are not really closures. They're just conversations going on and forth. But there are some closures on your part that you could say that does not even need a reply. Yeah, like, this is my part.
Take it or leave typing, it. I'll just block you.
Take it or leave it. That is your that is mine. I've said mine out there. But I think the main thing that people do not like to get closure, the main reason is because they know they don't want the truth. I don't want to face the truth.
Face the reality of letting
the person go and letting them do whatever they want. So it's hard and it's very emotional. But I think without getting closure, you do carry on emotional baggage
and emotional damage.
You cause yourself emotional injury because it's just a space in your heart that you're like, what are we? Like,
what is it?
I'm confused, and you do not have clarity of anything, which would shadow your judgments of future people you meet in your life. And
I think it also has to do with family upbringing, because you are normally in a family that always love to do stuff loose ends. And the other family love closure. So like a family starts something, they never finish. They're like, okay, let's just keep it along the way if God blesses or something. You know, they're not consistent. They start something, they can't finish. Pathological pattern. So they believe in a relationship, it's okay not, you know, to have loose ends. It's okay just to start something and not finish. So they just feel it's all right. They would understand my family. We turn out fine. You know, like an example, why not? They would. It has to do with how the person was brought up. It has to do with,
and I also think it also has to do as an adult when you choose your life. It also has how you are as a, obviously the family does influence, but it also has to do with you. Do you like to be sincere about your feelings?
Yeah.
Do you like to just know the truth about whatever is going on? And it also has a main part of it is you, what you choose and what you deliberately make decisions.
The choices you make determines, you know.
True.
The kind of damages you would carry along the way.
I agree. But closure is beautiful.
It's nice. It's because it's really nice. You make peace with your past in order to enjoy your future.
Exactly. That's just it right there.
Yeah. I'm making peace with my past to enjoy my future. No non-judgmental. Yeah, you have made mistakes. Yeah, you've done stuff. But
we were good people, but we were not good for each other. And I just hope you have the best future in life. I hope you have a great life. Yeah, that's basically
the train has stopped. It's time for you to cut down and move on.
It's a journey, and I think it's time, like you just said, it's time for you to get off the train and go on to your next stop or whoever you're going to meet next. But it's definitely not me, and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, it makes you have clarity.
It's very scary for some people.
And it doesn't have to have any bad blood or anything. It could just be as
peaceful as it
is. And as mature as two adults agreeing to have a life that where they are going to be both on the same page of understanding each other and being okay not being together.
It is perfect. You've said it like the perfect way. I'm just like there like speechless, but really.
But it's honestly the truth.
And I think it's about life. Even if you start something,
life goes on, right?
Yeah, life goes on. You know, there's good days, bad days. It's all right not to be okay sometimes, and you would find people that are just different from you
and that do not understand what you do or your passions or whatever it may be.
Yeah, like I can't live with this kind of person, because sometimes the life situations make us change. Things we encounter in life could make us change. The person you know a year ago is totally different, and you can't expect them to be willing to be like, you know, enforce them to your thoughts and your ideas. It has to be this way. If you're not willing to respect their differences and accept their similarities, then why be in that kind of relationship? Because I sometimes find it rude, you know, the loose end, but some people are just rude. And I'm like, you know, I don't even have time for that. You know, like I just don't even have time. Like I need to keep my energy with peace,
sacred,
and I need to you know, keep my thoughts very, very peaceful and just move on.
And one thing about that, you said peace, people know for a fact within their intuition that getting that closure would give them peace. But they choose not to deliberately make not to go that path because, like I said, fear. But they know intuitively, like I'm making this decision based on selfishness. I rather let them be like clueless about what we are and whatever, not knowing what we want or what we could want. It's just so sad.
It's really sad because sometimes with, like you say, peace, some people don't even know peace. Some people always want problem. They want to be difficult, you know. Wow. So it's just so difficult. Yeah, some people really want problem. They're addicted to problem. It excites them because they feel
they love drama.
They want drama because just peace is boring for some people, and you just need to navigate those people. When you see them and they're not willing to find that peace, you find it from within. You pack all those baggage and all those emotional, you know, blackmail and just throw it out and you're out of the door. The main important thing is you make peace with yourself. Just make sure when you're having loose ends, make sure you're not the one that hurt the other person, because it would come for you in 5 years. It would definitely come for you if you have hurt that person. When it comes to loose ends, make sure the person you're with is the one at fault, not you.
Or no one could be at fault. It could just be peace.
Well, it can be, but sometimes
but just make sure you're not on the fault.
Yeah, they're not on the fault, because you would not be at peace. That's what I'm saying.
True. And it could affect you definitely.
Your mental and whatever you do in life would not be blessed.
True.
Yeah, because some people believe, okay, as long as I have the blessings of my parents and my family, I'm safe. I could hurt anyone I want. Life doesn't work like that.
True.
Yeah, God is watching you.
You sound like you're threatening.
Guys, no hard feelings, but really, you need to. Right now, we're like in a century where everyone is selfish, and I'm saying, yeah, you could be selfish in stuff you want for yourself, but not for people. Don't hurt people's feelings. Don't say people must be this kind of way. God created them different. You need to learn to understand people. Sometimes someone would just wake up in the morning, I don't feel like talking. It doesn't make them weird. You just need to know what you're engaging into and what you are allowing. Because the moment you understand, communicate, you would understand why relationships are
the way they are.
They are. It's a ship. It's a situation ship. Where is your ship taking you to?
True. I absolutely agree with that. And I feel like you said with hurting people, hurt people. Yeah. And if you go on thinking that you could have loose ends and hurt people and just live your best life, you're delusional.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because it's never going to work like that. Karma is real and karma is going to get you. So just make sure, even with the relationship, even with the loose ends, knit tight, suture.
And always have a pure intention.
Yeah, please, and make say your intentions pure
before it even begins.
And be honest with whatever you're feeling. It's not that deep. It's honestly not that deep.
Yeah, guys, it's not that deep. I think we've come to the end of it. Yeah. I mean, just know what you're choosing.
Yeah.
Is it a closure or a loose end? And if you have some loose ends, go and make them close
up.
Go
tighten them up.
Please. And those...
With sincerity.
With sincerity and honesty. And just try to know what you're choosing. Do something every day to make your life better than it was yesterday.
And influence
people around you. We never know this life. It's very short. Just make something good, and good would come to you. You glow different. You just become
a better person.
Yeah.
What's your personal note?
My personal note is, when it comes to closure, make sure it's completely closed. don't close it and go back to the end.
Yeah. Don't and
just
close it.
Be honest in the process. Be kind. Be humble, and be patient. And don't wait too long. To say, there's a perfect time. And when you feel that time it is, close it and start your healing process.
True.
And loose ends, it has bad impact. So try to improve and just try to know what you're choosing to even have the loose ends with. Because some people are really not worth it. They're not worth your time. They're not worth your investment, your friendship, whatever you call it. Keep praying and keep God.
My personal note is... closure is peace. Closure is a necessity. And I would love to say that closure does not mean you get a reply. Closure can be from your end alone. It does not, just knowing the fact that this is you've done your part.
Send the message and that
you've done your part. You've delivered the message, and you're going to move on with your life. Because sometimes you could fall into the trap of getting closure, then falling into a conversation, and then blaming goes on.
Yeah.
And then you start the blame game, and then it's like messy and it's disgusting.
It becomes worse than how it started.
Just do your part and move on with your life, and that's it.
Oh, that's a beautiful way to end it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Thank you guys,
I guess that's the end
for
of our
listening
podcast for today.
Thank you so much for listening. Please don't forget to subscribe,
share, and you never know who this might change.
Yeah, or who it might impact, on who might get closure.
Yeah. And avoid loose ends.
Please
Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe. Take care.
Take care of yourselves, and we love you guys so much. Bye.